Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. I have not put out a video on the EBO Resto-mod for a while. Not because I don't want to, but because I just don't have a heck of a lot of free time. As a lot of you know, this is a spare time project, and spare time isn't exactly something I have a surplus of lately. But I have a little bit today, and I thought let's go ahead and make a quick video telling you guys what we're going to do and even doing some of it. So if you recall, we had to cut out and fill with new mahogany, some of the old like 70s mods that were made to this. Somebody put a P-bass pickup in it and a Leo Quan Badass and a bunch of other weird stuff. So we backfilled all that in, and then we ran through the thickness sander. Now, the guitar is now flat on the top and back, unlike how it was when we got it. But now it's about I don't know, 1/8 to 3/16 thinner than it needs to be. So what we are going to do is have to put new material back on there. And here is the new material. This is a piece of 1/4" mahogany that I have glued up. And I have spared you a video of me gluing boards together and running it through the thickness sander. But this is a piece of mahogany, and this is going to be our new top and our new back. Now, it's like I said, it's a 1/4 inch, so if we glue 1/4 to the top and 1/4 to the back, the guitar is going to be a 1/2 inch bigger than it needs to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to just glue on one side and then send it through the thickness sander until it is the right thickness, because I don't want to send this through the thickness sander, until it's a 1/16 of an inch. It's not going to work great. So anyway, trust me, this is going to be styling. So the thing we have to decide is, do we do the front first or do we do the back first? And I'm actually voting on doing the back first, because then we can drill some holes through here, these guys, and then come in with a router bit and route out this cavity here, and then flip it over and do the other side and drill these holes back again, and then we can route all this stuff out, and it's going to be cool. Then there's lots and lots and lots of shaping. But today we're going to glue some veneers, even though they're 1/4 inch, they're still veneers. We're going to glue some veneers onto the back and top of the body, and we're going to use this mahogany I already showed you and my new vacuum press. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing that we have to do is cut this guy down, because I don't want to put, all of this crap in my vacuum press and then cut it out later. So we're going to cut this mahogany chunk down to size and then glue it on. All right, so we're going to line this guy up here, roughly in the center, and just going to go around it. There we go. That looks pretty good. This is the back. Now I'm going to go cut this out on the bandsaw, and yeah, that's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. Okay, you can dig how the vacuum pump works. I just dry fit everything, and I'm going to show you guys what's going on here. This is a vacuum bag, and this is a vacuum hose, and it's hooked up to a vacuum that's over here. So let me get on the other side of the camera, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so there you go. There's the little bitty pump and the vacuum bag. This mesh here keeps the vacuum from sucking down to the piece and not sucking all the air out of the system. So I mean, you've seen this in action before, and we're going to do it again. So we're going to shut off the vacuum, and we'll go ahead and get some glue on this board and glue it down. Okay, we are ready to go here. I got my guitar body here, and I got my new back piece. I got a weenie roller. I'm going to use that to smear the glue around. And for this project, I'm just going to use regular Titebond. Now, if you were using 23 thousandths veneer, I do not recommend you use Titebond. You need to use a veneer glue or cold press glue. So, but since this is a 1/4 inch piece, we're not going to sweat that. We're not going to sweat, you know, the whole, oh no, some of the glue might come through the veneer, because there's no way it's going to come through a 1/4 inch of veneer. Right? Okay. So we got to work fast because it's warm here today at the shop. The weenie roller is giving me some excellent coverage. There's a big wad of shit I got to get out of there because I'm a dork and I mashed a bunch of glue in the control cavity that I didn't want to do. Alright, that's pretty good. You know what though? I believe in being thorough. Let's use just a little more Titebond original there. More than anything, I just need a little more working time. You know what I'm saying? Alright. One of the cool things about not doing this with super thin veneer is when I go to stick it down, it's going to kind of tack up a little bit. Alright. That looks pretty good. Okay, now we got to get our vacuum bag happening. Alright, we'll need that, but not right this second. Okay, this guy goes into the bag. If we were doing this with a super thin veneer, it'd start to cup and bow and peel. And veneer is really a cool medium to work in, but it's not without its tricks and techniques and shit like that. So, alright. Now, of course, you don't need to have a vacuum bag to do this. You could get a clamping caul. But you know what? We all know what a clamping caul looks like. I thought I would show you guys this cool rig. Alright, we're just about ready to start pulling a vacuum here. Come on now. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Okay. It's as simple as that. Good. This vacuum clamp really sucks. So funny. So now, in about a half hour, I'm going to come back out and look at it again, and we should be good to go. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes to an hour since we started this project, the glue up anyway. And now, let's have a look. Yep, it looks pretty good. So now, what we're going to do is trim this guy down to size on the table router. Alright, so what you saw in the last couple frames there was I drilled some holes through the top to let me know where the actual control cavity was, and now I'm just routing out using the original control cavity as the guide. So as you can see, it's kind of slow going because I don't want to dick it up. So we're just going to kind of keep kind of going with this. Now we could put this in the pin router, but the pin router is covered up with crap right now. So we're going to use the table router because it has the least amount of crap on it. Plus it's working just fine. So we're going to go slow and we'll continue that now. Okay, anytime you're doing one of these things blind with a table router, which by the way I don't recommend that you do. It's wrought with peril and danger. But always make sure to let the bit fully come to a stop before you go pulling the piece off, because that's exactly when you will get something all bitched up. So as you can see, we now have, the new back on here. Now remember, a bunch of this is going to get removed, but for the sake of ease going through the thickness sander, I wanted to get it glued to the back first. So what we have to do now is glue another piece to the top, and we're going to use exactly the same technique. And the hell with it! Why don't we just do it now? All right, so we got the new top on and we got the new back on, and I can already hear the comments. Hey, when are you going to put those super cool things in there, like you know, these original contours like everybody loves on SGs? Well, remember what I said I was going to do? I was going to thin these veneers down quite a bit. In fact, most of this veneer is going to be gone on the thickness sander. And after I have done those, then I will reestablish all of the super cool contours that everybody loves about SGs, including myself. So, guys, I'm all out of free time, so I have to stop the video right here. But in the next one, we are going to cut out the neck cavity and the control layout that was originally on this guy. And then what we will do is we will reduce the thickness of the piece on the top until the neck fits properly, and then we will flip it over and we will reduce the thickness of the veneer on the back so that the body is exactly the same size that it was when it left the factory in Michigan in the 60s. So, if you have any questions about what we did in this video, or any of the tools that we used, or any of the processes that we used, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I will get to those as best I can. I read every comment. Sometimes it's hard for me to reply to all of them. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's see, if you appreciate content like this, you might want to check out our Patreon page and consider becoming a member. By the way, if you're one of those guys who's clamoring for more EBO Resto-mod videos and you're not a Patreon member, you really should go and subscribe, because I'm getting bupkis for doing this, except for all the fun of making videos, which is fun, but yeah. So anyway, this is a buddy project. If you can't do Patreon, we totally understand. What you can do to help us grow the channel is share this video as many places as you can and go to the links below to our industry partners and show those guys some love, and you even get a discount on a handful of them. So until the next time, and I don't know when that's going to be because remember, this is a spare time project. This is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.